Food for thought. As much as there is a right answer and a right choice to life and for life, there's never a wrong one. I think it's really easy to have a checkbox for life and to know what you want and to absolutely get every single one of those and then build this idea of I have to hit every single one to live my fullest life. That is true, and there is truth to that. And I think there is a time and a place to be able to check off each of those boxes. But at the same time, how much are you sacrificing? Are you losing yourself at the same time? However, I do want to say and comment about someone did comment on I think one of my shorts or something that was and I agree with it 100%, that it is very beneficial to know what you want so then you can start on your journey achieving that goal. I think that's 100% valid and very truthful statement. And I think it's hard to balance that. I feel like trying to balance what you want, getting it, achieving your goals, while at the same time living and giving yourself the grace to live. Because I definitely know that I've had certain agendas that I want to get done, and I'm a very goal-oriented person, and I want to achieve my goals to the best of my ability because I know I have any potential that I could achieve anything that I wanted. That's what I'm trying to say. But I think I'm trying to also learn that there's not a right or wrong way to do life. And that sometimes it would be beneficial to be very flexible in times and trying to understand that even though I do see the answer that I want and the best answer that I would want, that even if I do not and cannot achieve that answer or that goal, that doesn't mean that there's not a different valid answer. Because, I don't know, I think that there is so much truth of living life to the fullest and not trying to have regrets when you are living life, but then at the same time trying to be current in the moment. And I think that's one thing that I'm really trying to learn right now is I really just want to know what I'm going to do, what I want to do, because that, going back to that comment of being able to achieve or being able to know what you want and then going for it is going to help you in the long run. And I think that's where I'm stuck right now, from the perspective of not knowing that, but I'm just trying to grab at it. And I'm kind of letting life go by because I'm not in the moment. And I think that's really hard. And that's one thing that I'm trying to work on, because when you're looking for something, I think this is so true, that when you are looking for something, you have tunnel vision and you block out every single opportunity that could come your way. For example, I know in high school, it was very common for girls that I know, guys that I know, and just some of my friends, they were very focused on getting a significant other, and they were very obsessive about it. And that's the only thing they looked for, was getting a significant other. And then they kind of just didn't really experience anything else. And when they got that, that was that became their whole world. And I think from a different perspective, that's, I feel what I'm kind of going through right now. And I'm trying to normalize the idea that it's okay still, and that I have time, even though I know I keep on saying I have time, but I don't feel like I have time. But I think I have to be patient. I'm a very impatient person when it comes to wanting to know information, wanting to get it right, understanding what I get wrong, because I think I'm very much surrounded by that every day in and day out. And I think I'm trying to learn that I am what I consume. I am who I am with. The environments that I live in are what I become and who I become. Because with my classmates, I have very dedicated classmates, and they push me for the better. They really do, and shout out to them. And I wouldn't be genuinely here without them, because they've definitely pulled me up in many times. At the same time, I think it's a good thing to step away from that environment, because then I get very in the trap of having to get this done, having to get this right, having to be on my A game. But at the same time, I definitely begin to have tunnel vision of trying to just get my goal and do that. Because it's hard to balance between trying to give myself the amount of opportunities, or as many opportunities as I want in the future, to then kind of grinding it out now, but kind of not having the most fun right now. And I've just listened to different entrepreneurs that these are the dog days. These are very much the dog days, and the time of grinding, the time of staying up, working hard. And to a certain extent, I really do believe that. But then at the other hand, I'm like, do I really want this for myself? Am I just consuming things that are telling me that I want this life? That I want to hustle? I want to be in the hustle culture, that I want to hustle for these grades? And this is what I want, and this is the end goal of trying to do the best that I can now, working super hard to get everything that I want later, even though I don't know if that's what I want. And I think that's where it's kind of oh no, am I working too hard for something that I don't even want? But then I'm still a believer that the journey is worth everything. That the journey of, I think, the biggest thing that I really learned this semester was being able to do work when I did not want to. Because there's so many nights that I didn't want to do my physics, I didn't want to do chem, but I knew that it was literally due tomorrow, or I had a test in a week from now, or a week from whenever. I think being able to be persistent, just throwing on my headphones and just grinding on my homework, was a valuable lesson and skill that I learned. And I do not regret anything about that or that experience, but I think I'm trying to learn that it's a give and a take. And that maybe science isn't the end all be all. I think I'll end up getting a science job or something, but the skills that I'm learning now are what is most valuable. To be able to critically think and critically analyze, and to be able to put two and two together. But then I think I'm trying to learn to have an on and off switch between being in the grind, being in the midst, but then also trying to be myself, trying to stick with painting. That's really one thing that keeps me grounded, is painting, even though I don't really do it very often unless I'm home. But this is very off topic, but I saw this TikTok. I'm definitely on the art TikTok side, but anyways, I saw this video, and this little girl, and she's my daughter painting this picture, this masterpiece, to go above her bed. And it was the cutest thing ever. And she painted it, and then later she had a video of her in bed reading a book, and it was literally above her bed. And I think that's why I kind of resonate with painting so much, is that the very impatient person in me is that I can start something and end something, and I can complete it in a reasonable time frame usually. But I think it's the aspect of creativity and trying not to lose yourself within the midst of this hecticness, and that knowing whatever I choose, whatever you choose is fine. And I know I like share, and I don't know how helpful that is. And like, I don't know the I know the age demographic that watches this, but I guess this is just coming from a perspective of like a college student. And I hope whatever age you are, you can resonate with something. I don't know if you'll be able to resonate with all of it, but I hope from like me sharing something, you'll be able to like take something away from it. And if not, I hope you get like a little bit of like, not a laugh, but like, I don't know, just something out of it. Like, even if it's just like us hanging out or something and it's like, hey, like a FaceTime, oh, that'd be sick. Just like have one of these videos be like a day in my life FaceTime. That would be so cool. That'd be actually kind of funny though. I feel like that'd be a cool idea, but like I'm so busy. But I don't know. I've been like thinking, this is very off topic, but I've been thinking about like doing a day in my life and then just being like a day in my life hangout. Even though like my life's not very interesting. I get up for breakfast. I like go to the gym, eat breakfast, go to class, eat lunch, go to more classes, do homework, and then do more homework. Maybe go for a walk, do a video, maybe. Right, I do a video obviously because I try to post every day, but then I eat dinner and then I study and then I go to bed. Like it's nothing like I'm driving a race car to school or like literally walk everywhere. But I don't know, I digress. Just a little moment of sharing, just a little FYI. But I don't know. I think I'm just in the phase of learning to be okay and to know whatever choice that I make is fine. That I don't have to make the best choice in a sense of optimizing everything all the time, because that's the surroundings that I'm in, to make the most perfect choice to get good grades. But life isn't based upon grades. Life is based upon your quality of life and your quality of living. And that's okay. That sometimes we do have to go to the extremes to see how much we need the balance of life. And I think that's coming around. And that's all that matters, is that you can reflect. It's literally like May 2nd or 3rd, like whenever. I think I'll post this today. I'm going to try to post this today. Sometimes my videos don't upload on time, even though I like set them to upload, but then they end up uploading like the day later. But I digress. But yeah, life is just life, and sometimes it's just lifing, and then you have to do the same. And that's okay. We'll do this together. We'll make it out together. And it'll all be fine. And we're here now. And that's all that matters. And we've made enough choices to get us here today. Food for thought.